Alright, good evening everybody. I'm Professor Bobo. Welcome to the lecture hall. Tonight we have two matchups. We're going to start off here with Heroic Division. We have Order of the Sleeping Dragon going up against Salted Snacks. Two teams right in the middle of the Heroic Div standings. We are headed first to NGS headquarters, headed to Infernal Shrines. That'll be followed up by Cursed Hollow. We'll bring up our map bands and picks in a little while. Let's go ahead, get ourselves on over to lobby. So Braxis and Towers of Doom have been removed. The first, thankfully. The second, well, Salted Snacks may be getting rid of a map that we've seen OSD on a little bit here. So we've got two macro-based maps. Two maps, again, very popular. Two maps we've certainly seen these teams play on. OSD is 3-1 on Infernal Shrines. So they're heading to a place that they are well acquainted with. Now for our rosters, quick shout out to Vikel. You're the man, dude. Always good to see you. Oh, Kaimo is not quite here yet. Let's get rid of that. He'll be here next game. And for the run-in, again, these two teams, as you can see, we have our standings there on the bottom. OSD currently in 4th, picking up a whole bunch of draws, but last night got to see them go up against Moto, a sound and convincing domination, featuring a little bit of Abathur Samuro shenanigans on BOE. Salted Snacks, 2 losses in a row, but they've been a little bit up and down so far this season. But again, claiming points, both of these teams, again, well positioned to be ready for maybe the mid-tier of these playoffs. It's going to be a little bit tough to break through at the top where 2+2 seem to be running away with it in the early part of the season. And our keys to the game. We'll start off with Give Up the Ghost. With Phoenix's resurrection and place here in the Nexus, he saw a ton of bans and a ton of first picks and a ton of teams really trying to figure out where this hero fits in. But lately we have seen him fall off in the meta. OSD has yet to actually play Phoenix, and Salted Snacks have not touched the hero in 3 games, including bans. So we've seen Phoenix fall off. It's been a little bit of a move back to Genji, the Hanzos, you know, the Flex with the Medivh and the Maiev, still very popular there. So Phoenix falling off a little bit. On our second point, we have healing. I just want to give a quick shout out. Taking a look at the scouting reports, the 2 players that show up at the same sort of level right now are the supports. Shout out to Rossi and Trinth. Again, similar in stats, similar in impact. They've been doing a great job thus far in the season. And our third point, yeah, there's our boy. Hi, Corgi. Much love. Can't wait to see your feed, buddy. And with that, we're going to head on into draft. Our first map, again, Infernal Shrines. This is NGS Heroic Division, week number 3. OSD and Salted Snacks. As you can see, OSD will be on the left here. Salted Snacks with our first ban and first pick. Beat me to it. I would put the Maiev and the Medivh on high alert here. Not just picks that are strong in the meta, but Medivh is something that teams would be well prepared to remove from OSD. We see the Maiev ban in response. Quick, snappy draft. First pick up for Salted Snacks. Given that this is Infernal Shrines, obviously Shrine Clear will be at a premium. We can certainly expect to see Hanzo here. The tank meta plays favorably into the map with Diablo and Garrosh the most common picks. Our support tier is well defined as Stukov and Malfurion at the top, but Alex Straza will be a likely pick here at some point. I'm not sure if it makes it through the secondary ban phase, and the Garrosh is the first pick up here for Salted Snacks. We'll see where OSD wants to go. Here on Infernal Shrines, they have put a strong emphasis on Malfurion in their previous games. Once again, OSD is 3-1 on this map. They don't have a stock draft, but this being, once again, the most popular map in all of NGS, they're well versed what the map can do. Johanna and Junkrat. The Joe response to Garage. The Junkrat. Ever annoying. Great shrine control. A number of CC options and his strong clear. I see Ripper in chat. Ripper, I'm playing some fancier game screens. I haven't done it yet though. Ripper, you just keep doing the talking. You pick up these Croverlays, as we have trademarked them. Just a shout out to one of our newly promoted casters, Crow. Helped me out greatly. I still am not great at clicking buttons. I have no idea how this OBS thing works, but he has been a massive help for me on the back end. Second and third picks here. I would assume we can see one of the supports here. The Junkrat taken. The DPS slot could open up. There's the Hanzo. And the Blaze. So the front line established here for Salted Snacks. And all of the supports make it through. That is going to be a tough front line for Johanna to get past. And that is a very large, effective health pool for Salted Snacks on the front line. Stukov banned. So we see a little bit of the support play coming in here. Let's see what the response is from Salted Snacks. Strong DPS options here. Could include Jaina, as we have seen her move on up in the meta. With Blaze picked up, Sonya is the highest tier offlaner in terms of the meta, but she does fall off here as we move up the competitive ladder. Not as highly prioritized at the top. She's been an active participant in 3 out of 8 games thus far for OSD. So an option. And a Genji ban. Genji balance patch coming through. A wise ban, not just because of his efficacy against Hanzo. With the increase in his AA and just a little bit more health, he's become more effective at whittling down tanks on the front line. Even those, such as Garage and Blaze, that have strong options defensively. It's a little bit of a different hero. He's just more annoying. And it's a wise decision not to let one team have 2 Overwatch heroes, because as Reddit will tell you, that is pretty much game over. Leo and the Alex. Again, we anticipated the Alexstrasza. Leaves the Malfurion open. Leoric providing a wonderful opportunity for Corgi to feed, just because it plays into the trait. Can you really get mad at him if he's getting that much value out of it? I'm not quite sure. Last picks here for Salted Snacks. Again, Malfurion would certainly seem to be an option here. It would be the highest tier support that's left. And for a secondary DPS, multitude of options. I could see a Jaina in here, depending on what Salted Snacks want to do with their Hanzo. Did they want to use him for PvE? Or will it be more of a redemption build? Every single Hanzo game is a different build. There is no consensus right now. He's a flexible hero. Tracer mouth. Okay, so the Tracer being left open will be a problem for Junkrat and Alexstrasza. OSD may be looking for sort of an extra defensive option here. Something to deal with that Tracer invade. Tracer will largely be the only hero sort of going forward and looking for that deep dive. $35 seconds left. And we get a gray main. So the pupper makes an appearance. The comps are rounded off. Once again, NGS, Heroic Division. This is week number 3. OSD and Salted Snacks. This is our first map. With moments we will be headed to Infernal Shrines for our first match of the set. These are pretty standard comps. The Leoric moves up in value here on Infernal Shrines. It's a map that is difficult to snowball in the early game. He should get value on his 13 and 16 for sure. Keep an eye on Trent on that. Alex, obviously you want to see strong use of the Dragon Queen, as it times up so incredibly well with the objective. Stronger kill potential on the side of Salted Snacks, given that they went with the Malfurion and the Tracer. With the Hanzo, you can anticipate Dragon Arrow to back that up. But on the flip side, should OSD wind up picking up objectives, they have much more siege potential with Greymane and with Junkrat. And here we are. For Salted Snacks here on the right, Tracer will be playing the Tracer. Go figure. Infrared will be hopping onto the Hanzo. Rossi will be on that Malfurion. Blaze TBD on the Garrosh. Trying to confuse me. I'm probably going to mess that up more than once. And Chips will be playing the actual Blaze. For OSD, Redion will be tanking it up on the Joe. Woven will be playing the Greymane Silent. Shu sneaking in there on the Junkrat. Trent on the Alexstrasza. And Corgi Booty on the Leo. These teams looking to run it down mid here. This is a Redemption Hanzo to start off. Adrenaline Stim Pack, the standard pick there for Blaze. This looks like, is this the Iron Skin cooldown? That is Hold Your Ground, so an Iron Skin CDR there for Johanna. Blaze moving right on in, picks on Redian. There is the Iron Skin used already, and Corgi Booty steps up onto the Tracer. A little bit of trade there. Both teams having a bit of poke. Blaze looking for yet another throw. Teams will split. The Eternal Battle begins on the top lane. The 4-man settling in. OSD with a little bit of an advantage here. Woven picking up the first bit of wave clear. He should be able to sneak on out. Salted Snacks leaving the Tracer mid lane here. Pulse Bomb at 80%. So a little bit of a 1-1-3. XP even this early in the game. Both teams now looking to trade mark camps. With that wave advantage, OSD will move for bottom merc camp. Infrared will step up here and look at it. Whittle this scan down before anything's picked up. Our first shrine will be in the top lane. Corrigan Chips trading wet noodles. Once again, our first objective will be here in top lane. Again, XP nice and even. I don't think anybody's been reduced to below half health. No invade attempts yet. Hi, Corgi. Thanks for stopping by. Get back on up there. There's Iron Skin from Johanna. Nothing doing. As the Garrosh will back off. Keep an eye on Tracer with a Pulse Bomb here. We'll see if the move is to try to find a pick, potentially in the rotation, pre-objective, or whether it's going to be held. Garrosh here chasing the Greymane. He's quite deep right now. Rossi will follow up. OSD playing safe here. And a aggressive positioning here from Salted Snacks. Both teams hitting level 5 at the same time. We'll throw our talents up here. Bunch of stacking quests, but not a whole lot doing. This is Redemption into Explosive Arrows for Hanzo. check that Johanna talent. Eternal Retaliation. So the Condemn cooldown. Gyarados under a little bit of pressure there from Corgi Booty. Right now, Chips is going to work the mid wave. Look to pick up a little bit more wave clear. Woven eats the Pulse Bomb. No harm there. So Tracer will have to build this right back on up. About a quarter of a bomb is up. And Salted Snacks looks like they may be thinking about giving this up. We do see Chips down there. 5v4 in the top lane. At the same time, Snacks doing a good job of applying pressure through enough of these skeletal defenders. A little bit of pressure around the Radiant. It's 25, a good route there. We see Iron Skin pop. Keep an eye on that cooldown. On the backline, Tracer nearing a Pulse Bomb. She has it. She will have the opportunity to go in and trip immediately with the Dragon. This will secure the objective. Pulse Bomb missing. No low health targets, so a little bit of a waste there. Salted Snacks are closing in on a 1-level lead. Obviously, that will change now with the Mortar Punisher picked up. Leo sliding down. The double soak battle will begin between mid and bottom. This Punisher getting pulled behind the fort here. OSD will get 1 tower. Gyarados looking to get the throw there. Radiant should have Iron Skin up. And it's a wall and a gate. Level 7, though, picked up early for Salted Snacks. About a half-level lead here. Into the fray. The obvious pickup there. Looks like Jumper. Is that Jumper? That is Bullet Time, pardon me. Bullet Time the new. Corgi under big pressure. Is this... Oh! Derp number 1. We do see Nature's Cure for Malfurion, so keep an eye on Malf, whether or not he can use that sort of pseudo-cleanse effectively, particularly against any of the Johanna combos. You know, we're going to look to see whether or not he can sort of disrupt the Condemn into Blessed Shield combo later. First blood claimed by Salted Snacks as they now have a 1-level lead. Looking for the invade here. Woven in mid lane will have the camp to clear up. Full W build for Alex. Almost halfway through that first quest. And we do see one of my favorite talents, Subdue. It's a risk, but the reward is fantastic. Should you complete that quest, and we'll just highlight that real quick for anybody who isn't aware. You gotta hit 4 or more heroes at the same time with Punish. Then that slow becomes an 80% slow over the duration. Will be particularly problematic for Gyarados and Blaze at the front line. They do have their own sort of self-cleanses with Indomitable and Bunker. But an 80% slow, nothing to laugh at. Jeez, they're poking Woven. Holds the post bomb. Chips comes down to say, hey. So Salted Snacks with this, about 3/4, almost 1-level lead. We'll have 10 first. This will be a mid-lane objective. Aggressive positioning here, looking to take advantage of that 10. I thought maybe they'd be looking for the Leo pickoff, but instead Salted Snacks will go for the top invade. Oh, as they sniff this out, they're going to wind up prepping bottom lane. Should be at least 1 tower. They should be able to finish the wall. Blaze is going to go ahead, shift his way down. Corgi sniffs out the camp in the top lane, but it was grabbed very early. Won't be too much of an advantage as that middle shrine yet to be... Oh, there we go. There's our 30-second timer. With bottom wall removed, that is going to come into effect during the next objective phase. OSD do wind up picking up 10. So we have Dragon Arrow, Warlord's Challenge, Twilight Dream, and Bunker. Again, everything fairly standard for Salted Snacks. And on the flip side, we do have March of the Black King. That one sort of standard deviation, if you can call it that. Riptire, Blessed Shield, Cleansing Flame, and go for the throat. Woven will look for the resets there. Two soft targets in Tracer Hanzo, and another soft target in Malfurion until the 13 is online. OSD will move into the shrine, and with that first condemn, they will begin this objective phase. There's Iron Skin removed already. A Pulse Bomb is ready. Infrared going in deep here. Looking to get some of that Pokemon. 13 to 11 in terms of skeletal defenders. Everything should be available. Keep an eye on the Dragon Queen. Corgi on the backside here. And immediately a jet propulsion in by Chips underneath the root there. There's the dragon looking to keep Woven alive. Go for the throw is used, and Tracer goes down. The counter kill on the invade. Twilight Dream interrupted by the Riptire. Fantastic play coming out there from Silent Shoe. Garrosh under immediate pressure. He throws the Leo away. Does he get out? Cleansing Flame to secure the kill. 3 kills for OSD. Trent with the big play. Shout out to Woven for staying alive there. The pressure from Tracer was immense. He was juggling around 20% health. Stayed alive. Ripped go for the throat early. Picks up the kill, and then the Riptire to interrupt the T-Dream. Punisher Jump should be available here. That's on to Tracer. Low health. Will get away. OSD should be able to claim the first fort. And this is a game that started off with Salted Snacks picking up a level advantage. They had 10 first, used it to pick up top camp. Didn't get much out of their invade, and now OSD should be looking... well, they have a 3/4 of a level lead, maybe not quite 1, and now the chase is on. Keep an eye on Tracer, who does not have a pulse bomb. Iron Skin has been popped from Joanna. Ready and might have to just eat the throw here. The Junkrat Mine out for the defensive tool. No harm, no done. OSD escapes. This game turned very, very quickly on that Tracer kill. Snowballing into 3. Snowballing into an objective. Ready and thinking about the invade. They do have 13 here. Corgi with a big spooky hand there on Blaze. He is under a big ton of pressure there. Will wind up getting out. Dragon Arrow comes out. Hits 2. Woven was under pressure. So Corgi goes down. Feed number 2. Got to get that trade value. 13s for both teams. I definitely like the invade attempt there. Did not quite have enough to get Garrosh out of the way. Ready and positioning here defensively. Garrosh will eat the trap. Early root provides no value. Corey up there. Eats the jet propulsion. Misses the W. And now we can just ignore these two for a while. Mid-camp will get some push as it slides on in. We see Salted Snacks sliding back there. We see Pacify for Alex. The beginning of the 13-16 Wraith Walk build. Ripper Air picked up on Junkrat as well. Again, everything pretty standard. We do have the extra shield on Groundbreaker. Ice Block from Elf for sure. And a very interesting talent. Suppressive Fire. Reducing spell power on Blaze. Remember, spell power will affect healing as well, so Blaze's Q now picks up a ton of value into Dragon Queen. It'll be something to see if we can keep an eye on. OSD, strong positioning up top here. They'll be able to finish off top tower. We'll see if they go for the well. This is a late rotation from Salted Snacks. It is only chips up here. Corgi will be late. Aggressive positioning. With the anchor here from Blaze TBD on that Garrosh. Both teams looking to grab their camps. Run it down top lane. See who's going to pick up our next objective. So we've had 3 Punishers thus far. It has been top, middle, and top. The structure advantage well in favor of OSD. They've been able to remove the wall well standing, so no wall top or bottom. Did a good job of working the map for wherever that may be. Blaze TBD here with a quick invade, misses the Groundbreaker. Ready and able to stay mounted, and then it's 10 Skeletal Defenders picked up already. You can expect to see Dragon Queen shortly, probably around 25. That's where Trent's been holding it for a decent amount of time, at least until the Tracer invade. There's the W from Alex. Holding Dragon Queen. Redemption now completed for Hanzo. We'll see an increase in attack speed. Woven is in deep in big trouble there. Using the Q to try to get out. The Riptire will come in, just try to provide a little bit of help. Corgi under big pressure from Chips there. The Riptire winds up picking up a ton of value as Garrosh goes down. Cleansing Flame is out as well. Chips near death at 100 HP. Trent going in for the kill. Wing Buffet picks up kill number 2. OSD is on the march. Corgi in the backline. Rossi in big trouble. Infrared will go down momentarily. Can Woven go ahead and pick up a kill here? Under pressure from Tracer does not have a pulse bomb. Slides through to W. Not just Overwatch heroes with movement abilities, folks. And OSD will pick up their second, scratch that, third Punisher. They've had all three, and this is the Arcane Punisher. This bad boy is going to hurt. Should be a fort. I definitely want to see OSD bomb down this lane. Get a little bit of run it down going. They should be able to take at least a keep wall out. Level 16 has been picked up for both teams. We'll flash our talents here. In the meantime, Saltis next are going to go ahead and look up to set up a defensive positioning as this Arcane Punisher barrels down top lane. Alex is done with W quest, so Abundance will provide that glow. Has picked up the increased duration on Dragon Queen. Ready and not yet able to finish Subdue. There's the Punisher jump. Garrosh uses Indomitable. Corgi going in deep. Does he get back across the wall? Yep. And you see that strong siege damage there. Greymane and Junkrat now, especially now that Junkrat has access to Endless Nades. Rossi has disconnected. Okay, there's the pause. Rossi should be okay. Before we shift on over, we'll show the positioning there from Malfurion. The Punisher quite low. Both teams have 16. The root has been used. We'll jump back over to the cast. So, if you're just joining us, OSD have grabbed the first 3 Punishers of our match here on Infernal Shrines. Currently pressuring top lane. Keeps at about 75% health. It's going to take at least 1 kill, I would believe, for them to take this top keep. Other lanes, nice and even. Nothing going on outside of this. It's going to be a long road for retreat. Taking a peek right now, Tracer does have a Pulse Bomb. Looks like everything in our game is available for heroics on both sides. 6-2 in terms of kills. Take a quick look at our stats in game there. Corgi, leading hero damage. He feeds, but he hurts. Sitting up there at 25k. Hanzo on the flip side, 28k. Okay, we have my count. All right, so we're about to jump back into game here. Back underway. So no keep damage done. No chase here either from Salted Snacks. They were a little bit below health, comparatively speaking. And at the same time, following the reconnect there from Malfurion might have been a little dangerous. Those Walmart modems, you never know when they're going to go twice. But that Kmart connection back online. Salted Snacks are definitely looking for a kill here. They are going to be down the level 20 tier for the next objective. This is certainly going to be our first bottom Punisher. Woven putting pressure on the Tracer here. Chips defending mid lane. Already wall down bottom. Well stands. Taking a little bit of damage, but really no harm done. And OSD now have 2 levels to work the map, set themselves up for 20. This is going to take Salted Snacks probably 2, if not 3 big teamfight wins to complete the comeback. Blaze winds up sneaking on out there. We say that because they have yet to put any structural pressure on. We do see, both towers here have been chipped away at. 1 missing tower mid. That guy's hanging on by a thread up on top. Corgi putting the pressure on top lane here. Chips will go to respawn. I'm so wet. Lucky baby, I'm here for you. I took a shower. I used conditioner. This is the lecture hall 2.0, man. Can't take any shortcuts, BB. 19 fast approaching here for OSD. Not sure they're actually going to be able to pick up 20. They've tried to get the side soak going with Corgi a little bit here, but Salted Snacks have positioned aggressively enough that they are not going to give away any free experience. They're certainly not going to let OSD split and cover all 3 lanes. They are going to leave Leoric alone But Chips here on the Blaze has done a really good job of just showing up mid in case a fight is down. He also jumps back just to help pick up that wave clear. Garrosh's been living in the bush down here, trying to find any way back into this game. 30 seconds left. 20 looks like it's going to be difficult to achieve. We'll see if OSD keep that Leoric as far away as possible in order to pick up that experience. And OSD slide on up to the fort. Woven jumping in there. Wow, they're going to claim this fort. That's a big pickup. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to get the well, but Garrus is in a great position here to put pressure on Irradiant. Alex is in big trouble. The Dragon's Arrow comes out, immediately interrupts the Cleansing Flame. That is one kill on Alex Strauss. The Tracer is tracking down Woven on the Greymane, but the counter kill on the go for the throat. Woven sneaking on out of there. Corgi and Radiant are under pressure here. 20 has been picked up. Immediately Indestructible locked in, and for good reason. Corgi surviving with a spooky hand here. And now the counter pressure coming in from OSD. Garrosh under big pressure here. Chips is on an island as well. Infrared trying to find his way onto the backline. Woven coming back in here. He's tapped, goes in on Blaze. The Jet Propulsion eaten by Leoric. Bunker is down as well. Radiant can continue to play aggressively when Indestructible still on cooldown. Blaze goes down. 2 for 1. And OSD will start the objective. Alex is down. She'll be back in 15 seconds. A great Dragon's Arrow from Infrared, stopping the Cleansing Flame. The Pulse Bomb actually connected on 2 targets, but Woven used Go for the Throat as a mobility tool. Winds up picking up the Tracer, counter kill. They're going to be able to easily pick up the objective once Alex comes back. Top camp now pressuring the wall, but OSD knows that they have a win condition here. Radiant, wow, picks up 4 skeletal defenders with the flashlight, and here comes Cena. Long way to go. Salted Snacks, they're going to have to use every tool here just to get out. Radiant actually uses the Blessed Shield on the Garrosh. He is going to go down. He taunts, but that's only going to help Greymane out. Corgi putting pressure on the backline, so Garrosh is down. That's 60 seconds. That is the first kill. Without the keep wall being down, that's not quite game. Punisher jumps onto Blaze. Corgi on the back line, just trying to reduce a little bit of damage here. Maybe see if he can pick up an easy kill. Chips is under pressure. Half health, but out. Woven now onto the keep bottom. This Punisher is at 3/4 health. Infrared chipping away at it. Corgi again on the back line, putting immense pressure on the Chips. It's a big Q on the Tracer. There's a reduced damage. Tracer does have a Pulse Bomb. Infrared now stuck trying to pull this Punisher away, and it is now onto Core. Shield rapidly going down. Jump Propulsion onto Leoric. Winds up being out of it. March of the Black King is going to keep him alive through that Pulse Bomb. Malfurion is being chased by Cena. OSD on the Core. Go for the throw comes out. The reset picks up 1 kill. Blaze and Tracer are down, and OSD will claim game number 1. Woven MVP? Chat, what do we think? Using his mobility with Greymane to great effect. Fantastic play. Evaded kills with Go for the Throat. Did not go down, despite being a very obvious target for the Tracer. OSD going up 1-0 here. As they claim game number 1. We'll go ahead, get our lobby set back up. If you're just joining us, NGS Heroic Division. A week 3 matchup between OSD and Salted Snacks. Map number 2 will be Cursed Hollow. This is the map choice of Salted Snacks. Interesting spot here for OSD in that they have showed a propensity to pick up draws early in the season. Their record 2-3-0 currently. I'm not 100% sure that that is quite up to current standings. Our mods do the best job that they can. We'll go ahead and get our teams on in the lobby. Teams jumping on in here. Following this game, we will have Division C East. We have Hand Banana and the Buzz Kicks will be ready to go at it. The number 4 and number 5 teams in their respective division. Shots have been fired in chat, by the way, about that game already. Be my second time covering Hand Banana. Like to see what Buzz Kicks can bring as well. We managed to peek in on them earlier in the week here. Teams jumping into lobby. I think a big problem in the first game there for Salted Snacks was that they were not able to apply pressure onto the back line outside of Tracer on the Tracer. They went with the Garrosh Blaze frontline, and that's a frontline that is going to be hard-pressed to put pressure through Leoric and Johanna, especially. So 2 stout frontlines, and when Tracer's the only hero that's able to pressure the back line, she has to be on point. The bombs have to secure kills. Had multiple targets, Junkrat, Grayman, and Alex Straze each can be weak to Tracer, but again, just sort of solo. Dragon's Arrow is going to was tough to find its way all the way through those frontline targets as well. All right, we have everybody in lobby. We'll wait for the R. Red hats. There we go. Take a quick time out here. I want to throw some shout outs. I know I missed a whole bunch. Thank you for the follows, Vikel. The man, the manager, the legend, Tremor1362. Appreciate it. Jay Schmo. You're a chat god, by the way. OSD's secret weapon. Zarafia, thank you for the follow as well. Always appreciate it, guys. I am your host, Professor Bobo. My casts are usually Wednesday and Friday night. We usually throw some weekend action in there as well. I'm currently tied up with Murda in Division A East. Teams are ready for draft. We'll go ahead and throw this up shortly. This is game number 2. OSD looking for the domination. Saltus next, looking to pick up a point here off of last season's
Cursed Hollow
Division B winners. OSD will have first ban. Go figure, a Maiev ban. Does it take more than 5 seconds for the Medivh ban? It does. Medivh, a strong hero, maybe not the pick here on Cursed Hollow. Some flexibility for a draft ban here for Salted Snacks. They can go in a number of different directions. Could think about setting up their 2-3 picks with a different targeted ban. Maybe they... Remember, neither of these teams actually picked up a support in the primary draft phase, which seems a little odd. We still had Malfurion and Alex Straza picked. Salted Snacks taking this one down on the wire. They do get rid of the Medivh. Looks like taking a little bit of time to reconfigure, maybe get comms cleared up, come up with a plan here for the second game. This is their map pick. Abathur makes it through. We know that the slug always has a place here on Cursed Hollow. Or Cursed, if you will. First pick over to OSD. So Abathur, as previously discussed, having his place on Cursed Hollow, it is apparently a first pick Abathur. I know the OSD fans saw this last night. Mosher, thank you for the buddy with the Twitch Prime sub. Pop goes my bank account. Woo! So last night, in the second game of their set against Moto, OSD brought out the Abathur on BOE and paired it with a Samuro. Samuro a little bit more map specific for sure, but with Abby and with Genji making it through thus far, we could certainly see clone targets. Genji, Greymane still available. Remember, Shu can jump over to that Li Ming. All of the clone targets are up. Not sure if we're going to see something different here. Hanzo and Dahaka picked up. Strong picks on the map. First global picked up. Certainly will provide a little bit of that macro answer to Abby. Again, a number of clone targets available. We'll see if OSD wants to pick up their hyper carry. All the tanks and supports are available for them as well. They can set this draft up very well. When you pick an Abathur, Hanzo and Dahaka are really not heroes that you're likely to pair with the Slug. I don't think their draft has been interrupted in any way thus far. Greymane Devils. Okay, so they have their clone target. And they have also picked up the Lord of Terror. Big Red. The first tank off the board. PvE control on the side of both teams, quite frankly. So we'll see if Salted Snacks has some sort of pivot in this draft. While Hanzo may be moving into a different build. Last game was a Redemption Hanzo with explosive arrows. This may be a little bit more of a W build. Certainly not something that's out of the ordinary, given that we have double boss plays here, given that the Merc camps get an insane amount of value at level 1 on Cursed Hollow. The ban for Salted Snacks will be Uther. I like that ban. I like it a lot. Getting rid of the Uther also prevents, not really prevents, but may deter OSD from going with like a double backline. You can go Greymane and Li Ming. You can put Uther up front with Diablo and put two relatively tanky heroes rather than having a backline support paired with that bruiser offlaner. Stukov removed by OSD. So Malfurion is up. Maybe we'll see more of Trent's Alex Straza. I would not be surprised to see the ETC here. I'd like to actually see a Thrall as well. Might be a little bit too much frontline, but Call me crazy. Fan of the War Chief. ETC Rhaegar. Are they smorking? So we get the cow, we get the Rhaegar. OSD now will be looking to pick up their support and whatever they want to flex into. Totally not Ray. Thank you for the follow as well. I see you, hand banana boys. You guys are up next. Excited to see that Div C East matchup. But now we have 30 seconds left for OSD. Their final 2 picks here on Cursed Hollow. Lucky calling out chips for the juicy Dahaka thus far. We'll keep an eye on his play on the dinosaur. 10 seconds left for OSD here in draft. Is it Alex?
Guide my path.
Malthiel and the Kharazim. Boys, what do you know about that young Kharazim? I like it. Trent looking to flex. Corgi will be jumping onto that Malthiel as well. Not great CC for Salted Snacks to deal with the Malthiel. I mean, he'll certainly just be able to follow and punish with the Diablo. This is a crazy amount of isolation. If Trent moves into 7-sided strike, that target ain't gonna make it out of there. We'll definitely tax the Rhaegar. You're looking at a setup here for OSD that immediately puts pressure onto Rhaegar in terms of the ancestral healings, and if that ancestral is gone, and OSD still has the ability to pop the R buttons, this is going to be a really tough time for Salted Snacks. We're going to have to see how Rossi handles this. This is going to be one hell of a tough game as a support. Li Ming, the final pickup for Salted Snacks. We're about to move into game 2. For a heroic div matchup here. OSD looking to complete the domination. Salted Snacks looking to pick up a point here on their map. Cursed Hollow coming your way. In terms of which draft I like, I'm always going to go with the team that picked Kharazim. Tip of the hat. We saw Woven's Abathur last night. Was a full shield build. We'll keep an eye and see whether he moves into Mule. That was a full shield build on Battlefield of Eternity. So Mule, not necessarily the most necessary of picks. And game number 2 for OSD. Silent Shoe is going to be playing the Greymane, ready on the Diablo. Trinth on that young Kharazim. Woven will be playing the Slug. And Corgi Booty just going to derp along with that Malthael. For Salted Snacks, Rossi on the Rhaegar. Infrared again on the Hanzo. Blaze TBD on that ETC.
10 seconds.
Chip's going to be flexing on that dog. We'll keep an eye on him. Shout out from Lucky in chat.
5.
And Tracer will be on
3, 2,
the Li Ming.
1. Fight.
We see a mine build. Abathur. Looking to disrupt rotations. Maybe pick up a little bit of extra PvE value. Shout out Opdaf. The hand banana boys. Oh, god damn it! They're trying to put me in their pocket with these Twitch Prime subs. I mean, it's gonna work for a little while. Much love, boys. Much appreciated. You're always welcome here in the lecture hall. Ready and looking in to go with the devastating charge on the chips. The body blocks are strong. Dahaka will. Well, that's an extinction level event for the dinosaur there. First blood going over. Ready and shot caller, tank. And Bully on that Diablo. Meanwhile, Corgi, with help of the hat, picks up kill number 2. This game might get ugly quick. OSD picking up 2 kills immediately. They jump ahead with a 3/4 of a level lead before they even hit level 3. Silent Shoe jumping onto the bot wall. He's got Inner Beast up. Trent, does he have a dash out? He's got a hat. Okay. Redian and Shoe break the wall down. A little aggressive there. No harm, no foul. Abathur here, hanging out with that absolutely disgustingly good skin. Woven, what up, brother? ETC and Hanzo looking to answer in bot lane. Right now, we've got Corgi jumping onto that early camp. The first tribute will be bottom, so we'll have to keep an eye on the interaction here up top. Corgi, figure out where you're going, buddy. He'll go mid, so Abby and Dahaka will sit top. Dahaka will have to sit here and wait for this giant camp to slide up into top lane. Giants picked up as well by Rossi on that Rhaegar for Salted Snacks. 1 level lead so far. Level 4 picked up already. This is Iron Fist into the extra little bit of healing. We have Spirit Ally. Grabbed by Trent. Die alone. There on Malthea. This is a W build Hanzo. Again, as anticipated, a little bit more PvE and Merc control. 30 seconds away from our first tribute. Dahaka sitting top lane will certainly be able to have his choice of burrow targets. We see the mines there from Abby. Corgi on that Malthael taking the ride. Did he take Pale Horse? Yes, he did take Pale Horse. So those rotations, he's got a little bit more speed. Blaze, trying to see if he can maybe get a target to isolate before objective is up. Trent with a little bit of hope. Infrared has almost completed this channel, but Corgi winds up picking the interrupter. Haka yet to burrow down, and now OSD moving to a strong position. Trent looking for the delay here. Redian is looking to block the Leeming, but the Sonic Arrow provides that little touch of damage on the interrupt. Dahaka now free to burrow bottom. The XP lead starting to close a little bit. There's a devastating charge on ETC, followed up by the suplex. Big auto attacks coming out from Trent. Shu picks up the kill. 3 kills to 0. We just got to keep asking the question, boys. What do you know about that young Kharazim? Trent looking to flex on the monk. Level 7, rapidly approaching. OSD have put pressure into the bot lane. They are working the lane, obviously, for their boss. A wall and a tower down already. Extra dashes for the monk. Redian moving into Soul Shield rather than Diablo's battle momentum. Redian should be able to have a Q out. He does. Suplex onto ETC. Power slide already used, but Blaze has the ability to back up. Rossi with the cover. Level 7 picked up for Saltus next as well. This is a defensive, but still bot lane trib. Full W for Hanzo. Cleanse, obviously. We see Dahaka moving into Feeding Frenzy, so CDR on drag. Calamity picked up as well. See where the ETC 7 goes. Blaze yet to pick that guy up. Aggressive positioning from Redian here. Same setup as before. Dahaka top. Does not have a camp to deal with here. You can see just on the minimap there. Chips is looking for the spot. Channel coming through from Corgi. Chips is on the back line. We got power slide onto Redian. Diablo low. Picks up the hat. Infrared, however, is punched out of commission by Trent. 4th kill for OSD. Not sure if oh, does Corgi have enough range? He does. There's the interrupt. OSD was looking to go ahead and tap up and come back, but looks like Rossi has enough. Slight mistake there. OSD picks up the kill, but is unable to secure that second trib. They do, however, maintain a 1-level lead. 10's rapidly approaching. Looks like they're going to look to pick up this bottom wall before making the boss play. Next tribute is top, and next tribute, in terms of positioning, is in favor of Order of the Sleeping Dragon. Chips down here in the bot lane. Hanzo top, ETC mid. Salted Snacks, I think they know there's a boss play available for OSD, but they back off. And the Abby vision is going to make sure that this boss play is under no pressure. At the same time, boss started on the flip side. This should be a race here. The Hanzo clear should be more than enough. This boss already at half health. But an interesting play from OSD. They may be giving this second one up. 20 seconds left. Chips gets banged into the wall. 7-sided comes out. The boss stun as well. And even though it doesn't hit, down goes the dinosaur. Salted Snacks will have their boss pushing top. Shu stepping on up here. So top fort will go down. Malthael here just to get a little bit of poke. Woven is going to pop the clone just to provide some delay. Corgi under pressure. Backs out. Now swapping with the clone. Double Malthael. Keep an eye out for last rites here on ETC. It could even force a heroic. Good delay here from Woven. Another mine. Nobody from Salted Snacks is picking this up. Does it stop the channel? No. Here in bot lane. Boss. Working on keep wall. Up on top, Corgi in big trouble. He will go down. First kill. Hey, what do you know? It's Corgi. Dragon's Arrow. Ooh, does it get any value? Nope. So keep wall down. 2 trips for Salted Snacks. OSD will have the 13 talent tier advantage for their next turn in, and that should secure them. Maybe they don't quite get 13. They do get the friendly positioning, though. Malthael will be back. Woven trying to save this keep. This is the second game that I've seen Woven on the Abathur, and neither time does he go Mule. He just bombs into one ability. Mines, mines, and more mines. 13 will be momentarily picked up with a slug soak. Salted Snacks will put Rhaegar as well as Li Ming on their bruisers. 2-2 in terms of tributes. We're running into this weird little spot where, because of the way Cursed Hollow works, because both teams now have 2 tributes, a team fight in either direction now brings with it the threat of a snowball. On OSD's side, because of the positioning, next tribute is going to be down here. If they could pick up 4 or 5 kills, they're going to threaten this bottom lane through the already exposed keep. Both teams grabbing mid here. For Salted Snacks, a team fight win for them. If, again, this is pending if they can even pick up the 13 talent tier advantage. Right now they're in a position where they are going to have to give a curse. But given that they do have 2 tributes, the comeback potential is there for them if they can survive and maybe find themselves on an even talent tier fight. If they do give this curse up, they're going to have to wait until they get to 16, however. Salted Snacks thinking about this. They're in a tough spot. Again, I can see the desperation play. They've yet to pop Mosh or be able to use the heroics and an offensive capability. They can see that this curse is going to cost them at least 1. Keep ready and under pressure a little bit here from the Hanzo. Woven jumps onto the back line. Woven on that Grey Mane clone, pressuring Chips out, and curse is picked up by Trent. Oh, the immediate wallbang here. Oh, last rites comes out. But Ancestral Healing prevents the kill, and there is the follow-up. We see a Mosh. The target is Shu. The Abbey hat is out. Shu sliding on out. Radiant using APOC. He does have full souls. Immediately ETC under pressure. 60 health, and he is gone. 2 kills picked up. As Silent Shu on the back end using his go for the throat, and OSD is on the march. Infrared in big trouble here. Young Karazim is going to pick up kill number 4, and it's exactly what we talked about. If OSD can go ahead and pick up these kills, they have put themselves in a position to end the game. Tracer just juggling low health on Li Ming. OSD looking to put pressure on mid keep. I'm not sure they can end here. They are a little low. They'll take at least 2 keeps. Bottom keep will fall momentarily to minions, and they want the triple keep play. That Tracer Orb would have been big for the comeback here. Radiant is on the wrong side of a gate. Chips using the drag, but hits no one. The Abbey Hat now onto ETC. He's being isolated there. The suplex should convert this kill. And the cow goes down. Radiant in an odd position here, but Ship's taking damage at the same time. Trent pops the heal. Corgi now is going to eat the isolation. Is able to use the Unstoppable to go ahead and get out. Game. Set. Match. OSD. Claim the 2-0. Claim themselves a victory. They make quick work of Salted Snacks here. One team fight all it took. The Greymane clone putting pressure on Chips on the back line allowed Trent to channel, and the fight was turned around by Reddy in there. The APOC able to zone out a number of Salted Snacks players. The ETC kill was first to be picked up, and after that, it's a question of being able to use Karzim's mobility. Go for the throat. Picked up the second kill there as well. Trent going 5-0 in that game. Baller. Absolute baller. 2-0 win for OSD. Are you going to do an interview? Hey, hop in, buddy. We're going to get a quick word with Silent Shoe. We're not going to quite do that. The extra long, insightful Ripper interview. We've got a game to follow it up with, but I definitely want to say hey to this guy. Shoe, what's happening, buddy?
Not much. Not much. Big games.
So making quick work of Salted Snacks there in game 2. We called it out. Trent able to pick up that curse. You wind up snowballing that one into 4 kills. Looks like you guys were in complete control of that game. Were we going to see a little bit more Karzim? I know I want to.
Maybe. Maybe, you know.
Listen, I don't want to tip the hand. It's early in the season.
Yeah.
In that first game on Infernal Shrines, if we can just go back real quick, Salted Snacks winds up skipping first objective, but they wind up giving up all 3. Talk about, if you can, just a little bit of the comeback in terms of XP there right in the middle of the game. You guys wound up, losing the race to 10, playing it safe, and used it to really snowball later into that game.
Yeah, our plan was pretty much control the shrine. We knew our analyst was looking into it, doing some maths, and he told us some stuff. So like our goal was we're gonna win the shrine here, get as much value as we can. We got the Alex, we had good shrine clear with Greymane Junkrat. Leo can double soak, Leo can be with us, according to what they do. They got a lot of XP on that first one, a bit more than I expected. And then they caught that good death. They got a good kill on Leo, just walked into the shadows into their team. They rotated a little faster than we expected there too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Greymane, a part of both of the comps there. You see him fall off in the meta a little bit, but trying to find clone targets. Where do you guys feel like Greymane is still the best of the clone targets right now? Where does maybe the clone Genji kind of fall in? Is there another little backup plan? I've seen Woven now play Abathur twice to great effect. Where do the clone targets fall in terms of your meta and what Woven can play?
Woven can play everything. He's the best Lucio in North America, confirmed. No, he can play everything. As far as the Greymane versus the Genji, it just depends what we want to do with the comp, with the rest of the comp is. Since the Greymane has a bit more boss control with his damage.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of like we wanted the boss control. We needed someone who can clear a wave as well.
Mm-hmm.
Genji still. I actually really like the Genji changes. They're fun for me to play them.
I like it. I like it too. I like. I think the common sentiment seems to be that the health buff was unnecessary, but it seems like the AA increase for him is going to allow him to put a lot more pressure on the front line.
Yeah.
But just speaking of Genji, well, we got a couple of kids here in chat. Where do you think the build's going to go with that hero?
I think it's Q build unless you are Dragon Blade with a Uther Shield and you're playing for 20.
Okay.
That's my thoughts.
Right on.
I've seen a lot of E builds though, so maybe I could be wrong.
I think people might be just a little late to the party on that one. But moving into the midpoint of the season here, you guys have picked up quite a number of draws. But are you now? Because I wasn't sure if the standings were updated. Are you 3-3-0 or is it 4-3-0?
We have won 3 matches,
Okay.
tied 3 matches.
Right on. Where do you guys feel you are going to fit in heroic division? Do you feel like you're going to be able to pick up momentum going into the second half of this season, or where's the level of satisfaction right now in terms of the standings with where you guys are at?
Last week and a half have been rough. Reddy had internet issues, and he had just transitioned into our drafter.
He's doing a lot of work for you guys. I know he's shot calling too, right?
Yeah, he's the best.
He's been impressive, very impressive.
So,
shout out.
Yeah. So it was right after, I think the day after he was he became our drafter. His internet went kaput, and so we had about a week and a half with no shot caller, and he was doing a lot of the drafting too. So last week was really rough. This week we got him back. We seem to have steady internet. This was, I think, our first matches these two with our full squad and having some practice time behind it. So we did pretty well with it. I think as for our goal, we want to win it. I think everyone in Heroic Division is in Heroic Division because they want to win Heroic Division.
Right on.
That's our main goal. And so we're not happy where we are right now because we're not on top, but we'll get there. I think with more full team practices and games.
Absolutely, man. Listen, you guys know you guys have fans, especially coming off of your success last season in NGS. But all right, we got to get ready for our next game. But the floors are yours for shout outs.
Shout out to my team. Shout out to my staff. Fight Kale, Schmo, Ripper. Shout out to all of our fans out there. If I know you, cool. If I don't know you, that's also cool. Check out twitch.tv/Dammy429 for the best stream of all time.
Wait, is he streaming? Hold on. Somebody.
Streams
Oh,
on
Michael, put that link in chat. That should be fun.
And Corgi Booty with 2 Ys also does. He actually streams, and he's actually really good at it. You'll get to see his beautiful hair. He's playing guitar. He does a lot of great things out there.
Right on, man. All right. Again, I want to thank you.
Shout out to you too, by the way.
Oh, right on, dude. Hey, always. It's a pleasure to get to catch you guys. All right, that does it for game number 1. We're going to take a quick break. Got to take time to reconfigure. Press all the buttons. Make sure everything is correct. As you can see over, where is it? There. Game 2, we'll have Division C East. Hand Banana versus Buzzkicks. This is the number 4 and the number 5 team in Division C East. Perhaps an early playoff preview. We will be back shortly. I am your host, Professor Bobo. We'll be jumping in. I'm going to grab Kaimo Tripson as well. We'll get set up, and game number 2 will be underway shortly.